So what would you say is the biggest mistake you see people make when they first get into property?
The biggest mistake we see is probably people not having a
What would you say is the difference between sort of a first-time investor and someone that's already kind of got a bit of a portfolio?
The biggest challenge for first-time investors, what we see a lot is there's a bit of a misconception that property investors are all these wealthy people, but for a lot of it, it's everyday people like, mum and dads wanting to get ahead.
Oh yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of About the Green. We're down at the beautiful Muriwai Golf Course, as you can see behind us, and we are lucky enough to be joined by Liam Cox.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
New Zealand Sales Manager or National Sales Manager for Staircase. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to play a bit of an Ambrose. He's meant to be a pretty good golfer from what I've heard, so we're going to take the best shot off each of the shots and see if we can go under par today. Alongside that, we're going to talk about Staircase, what they do, property investment, and really pick his brain.
Yeah, bring it on.
Easy, man.
Let's go into par today, hey?
I love it.
Haha, beautiful.
That's all we want. Oh, that's a bit left. It's going to carry though. Oh, it definitely broke a lot. I think the wind's also going to push it a little bit. Lovely. Thank you, man. Cool, so I got a couple of balls down in the fairway, thankfully, something to play from. So just wanted to start out, introduce Liam. Maybe he can run us through the 30-second pitch of who Staircase is and what you guys do.
Yeah, so at Staircase, we help people buy and manage rental properties. So the company started almost 25 years ago by passionate property investors. They wanted to make the process a lot easier for everyday Kiwis. So that process involves, helping people find the right property. We've got all the services under one roof. So finance, accounting, property management, everything down to the maintenance. So, for a lot of clients, they like that hands-off approach. And it's been a good journey. I think over the 20 years, we've estimated to generated almost $2 billion of wealth for our clients across their property portfolios.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Just going to hit driver. It's about 320 to the trees and I cannot get there, but the wind's right behind us, so.
Mate.
Well, that was off the toe, so.
No, I think it'll work. Oh, beautiful. Oh, get up. Yes.
How's it looking? Has it got legs?
Oh, I've done
Stay up.
done the same thing.
Have you got any clients that have got like big investment portfolios, big amounts of house ownership?
It's funny you ask that because what the biggest and most interesting thing of our clients is a lot of them are everyday people. Like we'd meet with, they were teachers or, blue collar jobs, that simply just purchased properties over the years, and after 20 years, they've built 3 or 4 properties.
Wow.
With the right structure, they're making the money, they've, been in it for the long haul. So it's just like everyday people. I think there's a bit of a misconception that property investors are all these, huge wealthy people, but for a lot of it, it's everyday people like, mum and dads wanting to get ahead. And it's, it's quite cool in that respect. So let's try and follow suit.
I love that sound.
A little bit right.
That was
kick left.
Nice. Yeah, it's going to bounce in. This is come round. Dang it, just a little bit too hard, eh? What would you say is the difference between sort of a first-time investor and someone that's already kind of got a bit of a portfolio?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest challenge for first-time investors, what we see a lot is, is the trouble of getting started with property investment. I think there can be quite a few moving parts if you're new to it. And as you know at Staircase, we take people on that journey to, first understand where they're at. When it comes to property investment, it's about picking the right property, going through all the due diligence, understanding the regulation changes You know, and once you find that property, then, you know, you've got to build that team around you. You know, your brokers, accountants, property managers, and everything like that. So, yeah, so first-time investors, they just can sometimes just get caught in that indecision, or and that can lead to them not following through with it. So, yeah, that's where I guess the value of coming through us is good.
Oh, that's what you want.
Yeah, baby.
Confidence.
I think I'm going to do a same little punch here.
I like that. That's mean. What a shot. That was so nice. Oh,
Hey, sit down. Oh, actually,
like there.
that is,
But see how fast it is?
yeah.
Like you can't even stop that.
Oh, bugger.
Bugger, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
So what would you say is, Liam, is the sort of biggest mistake you see people make when they first get into property?
I think the biggest mistake we see is probably people not having a clear strategy. You know, if they sort of jump into it, you know, with a bit of guesswork, you know, there's a bit more involved than just buying a property and thinking you could just rent it out.
Yeah.
So, you know, and with property investment, you know, there's so many different angles you can go. So I think it's important to, you know, sit and assess where you're at, what you're trying to get out of this, and then, you know, going through a you know, well thought out process that involves, you know, picking the right property in the right area, making sure you've done your due diligence, and then again building that team around you to make sure that you set it up the right way. And I think a huge key takeaway for a lot of people is you know, property investment is a long-term thing.
Yes.
So you got to set this up for the long haul and make sure that you know, you keep that in mind when you start to pull the trigger on something like this. So
Yeah.
yeah.